What is going on, guys? Greggles TV. This is going to be an unboxing and first impressions of the OnePlus 7 Pro. This is the Nebula blue color, 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage, and it goes for $749 currently on the OnePlus site. I'll link it down below if you want to purchase it. Let's get to the unboxing. Ooh, the phone's gonna pop right out, so let's put that down. But basically you get a little, pamphlet here of goodies. It's mostly gonna be the case, which does come with a case. I'll throw that away. On the bottom, you get invitation letter, which, wow, awesome. You also get this little, rubbery type case. Nothing crazy, but I guess it's good against scratches and stuff. If you do drop your phone quite a bit, I'd be worried with drops, but with scratches, it's going to be good, and you don't have to immediately buy a case. This should do the job for you temporarily. Also in that little box, you get a sticker and some paperwork along with the SIM card ejector tool. Here's the USB-C to USB-A charging cable, along with their ultra-fast warp charging charger. You can see it's really, really big, but it's gonna charge your phone very, very quickly. And here you go, this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. That blue color is really, really pretty. I haven't really seen this phone in person that much. I know it's been out for a while, but it is really nice. It's really, really smooth on the back there. You get the cameras on the back there, as well as the flash, the OnePlus branding as well at the bottom. On the right side here, it looks like you get the power button along with the volume slider. On the other side, you get the volume keys. At the bottom, you get a single firing speaker. You get your USB-C cable port to charge it up. You also get a microphone along with the SIM card slot. All right, booting this phone up. So while this is doing its thing, let me get to basically the home screen just to give it a quick try of the phone, because once you've seen the setup, you've seen it a million times. So let's skip out of that. All right, so I have the phone pretty much set up. I don't have it set up with all my apps and stuff like that, but this is my friend's phone, so he's let me just do an unboxing and first impressions of it. So I thought I'd take him up on the opportunity, but just jumping around, it's updating some stuff, but just jumping around, I mean, I forgot how smooth and really fast the OnePlus phones are. It's really, really nice to just jump around and do whatever you want, and nothing gets in the way. It's really, really cool. The other thing is, when you launch the camera, obviously the camera at the top, if it's the front camera, pops out from the top, goes away when you go to the back camera. But I'll put some samples of some video and some photos I took with this camera right now, so you can see the front and the rear cameras. And then here's another test with the front camera, recording in 1080p because that's the highest the front camera can go with. But if we're looking at it from here on the screen, looks completely fine. We'll see what it looks like once I add it to my video. Here's a little sample recording in 4K on the rear camera right now. That way you get a good idea of what it sounds like and what it looks like. But I don't know, yeah. It's the OnePlus. I did the latest updates with it, so it has all the latest updates for the camera and the firmware and all that as well. Also jumping in here, just you can see, we'll go into some of the settings. There's a lot of customizations in here, just like any Android phone, but OnePlus, it's almost like basic normal Android, but with some cool extras on here. So if you just love Android, vanilla Android like the Pixel, but you want a little something extra, the OnePlus is a perfect phone to go to. Go in here for the display, and you've got different modes. You have night mode, which is just going to turn the screen yellow, which a lot of phones already have, or a little bit more yellow. You've got reading mode, which allows you to optimize the display of screen and text, making the reading experience as comfortable as an ebook reader. Screen calibration, you come in here and really calibrate your screen as much or as little as you want. You can go to advanced and do AMOLED wide gamut, sRGB, or display P3, so there's tons of different options. to really customize your screen calibration. The screen refresh rate, this has 90 hertz. If you keep hearing, oh, the Note 10 Plus doesn't have a 90 hertz or 120 hertz display. I'll be honest with you guys, I've tried the 120 hertz display on another phone, the Razer phone too, and I've also seen it on the 90 hertz here. If I just showed you the two phones side by side and I didn't tell you which phone had which, I don't even think you'd be able to notice. I really don't notice. Maybe you can and you have amazing eyes. I just don't really notice a difference, to be honest with you. So it's not, to me, it's not a big deal. But regardless, this does have a 90 hertz OLED display. The has video enhancer, which is going to allow you to just basically enhance the video, make it brighter and stuff when you watch a video. Ambient display. This does have themes or slight themes. You can make it colorful, so it makes like these menu systems more colorful if you want. I like keeping it at dark. It's just easier on the eyes, I think, and just easier to read, I feel like, as well. The buttons and gestures in here. You can go in here and change what the alert slider does, from silent, vibration, ring, all that stuff. In buttons and gestures, quick gestures, so you can go in here and flip the phone to mute, 3-finger screenshot, answer calls by gesture, double tap to wake. You can draw an O on the screen and have it do something, or draw a V, whoops, draw an S, draw an M, draw a W. So, you know, like I said, there's some cool customizations in here that you might want to take advantage of. You can also switch these buttons at the bottom if you want. So just, you know, simple customizations, but easy to use. Let's check out a video on here just so you get an idea what it looks like to watch a video, since there's no camera on the screen or anything like that. It's basically all display and no bezel. And I know you're not going to be able to tell, but I mean, you can notice it a little bit when you're scrolling through stuff, but generally, I really don't think you're going to notice. Maybe on a game you'd notice more than 90 hertz display. That's what I'm talking about, versus 60.
What is going on, guys? Greggles TV. This is the Armadillo tech case for
and here is a video. I'm going to completely max it out
all the major phones if you want to
just so you can see it.
Major protection at a really,
but I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful display.
For this case on Amazon, link down below.
And I love that it takes up the whole screen with no camera cutout or anything like that. So, and there's no notch as well. I think that's really, really cool. Let me make this as loud as it can go.
Landscape or vertical, and watch your social media.
You can definitely hear what's going on.
One thing that
doesn't seem to have extremely loud speakers, but they're definitely passable. Just a quick listen to them with that. There's no wireless charging in this phone, so if you love wireless charging, it doesn't have any of that stuff. But overall, it's a really pretty looking phone. It's got a really extremely fast charger in there. This display is really nice. Let me, and that's not even half. Let me put it as bright as it can go. It gets pretty bright. I know it's kind of whited out on the phone, on the camera I get recording, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a really nice phone. I've never really handled it up to this point. It's smooth, it's fast. The 90 hertz display, you can notice a little bit, but I think on a day-by-day basis, in terms of what you're gonna do, you probably won't even notice it that much. This is what it looks like next to the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Both phones are shiny. The Note 10 Plus is definitely more fingerprinty, easier to get the fingerprints on. This does, you can see fingerprints on here too, but not as much. They're both very reflective, but both very beautiful phones. And then side by side, here are the two displays. Again, both very, very beautiful displays. Obviously the Note 10 Plus a little bit more square looking versus the rounded OnePlus 7 Pro. And also there is a camera cutout on the Note 10 Plus versus the OnePlus 7 Pro, which I'll have to show you on a lighter screen, so let's go to that. Here you go, just the Yahoo website, just to give you a better indication what it looks like on here. So, I don't know, the camera in the top middle doesn't really bother me that much, but it would be nice if it was just all display. So there you guys go, this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. If you want to pick it up, it is linked down below. It's very inexpensive at $750 for a flagship phone. A Snapdragon 855 on here, 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, extremely fast charger, decent camera on the front and on the back, beautiful look to the phone, and great software on here as well. Always going to get updates with this for years to come, and it gets updates really, really quickly in terms of like it should have Android Q fairly soon once it's fully launched out, and they just really are good with their community of devices. So check it out, guys. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.